Alright, so, come here, Max. My boy Max here has an issue with, he wants to, whenever people come up to the door, he wants to run and bark at them and whatnot. And so I've already taught him, everybody who has watched the videos knows this, I've already taught him the word no. And so no means, come here, lie down for a second. Be easier for everybody to see. So everybody knows that has watched the videos, they know that Max knows the word no. And so that's one thing, and then he also has a recall command, so you call him and he comes right back. So that's another thing that's going to help, but I'm going to add one more thing, just in case, just something else that we can add to our something else that we can add to our arsenal. Go back. So I'm kind of treating the kennel kind of like a place board. If anybody knows what a place board is, you tell the dog, hey, place. Dog goes to a place and he's not allowed to leave until you say otherwise. And so Max is super impulsive. And so we've been doing like body language stuff. And I've been having him go in the kennel. And then I'll do body language and I'll say, no, stay in there. And then I'll walk away with the door open. And he does pretty good with that. But now I'm trying to get him to the point where I can do it whenever I'm not paying attention 24/7. So we can get him going in there for like 30 minutes at a time with the door open, or like an hour, whatever. And so we're using the e-collar here to kind of keep him in there with the door open. And then every once in a while I'll call him out, give him a treat. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Kennel, he goes back in there, and if he doesn't go back in there, he gets a little e-collar correction. If he sticks a foot out, he gets an e-collar correction, and I say kennel again. And then he stays in there for a second. I call him out, he gets a treat, and then we just kind of build on that, and then he'll start staying in there for longer periods of time. And so I'll just get started here. All right, Max. So I'm going to tell him kennel without the collar correction, see what he does. Max, kennel. And he went right in there. That's what he's working on it. Nope. Got zapped there because he stuck a foot out. And you say the word no, or you can just say the word kennel. No, he already knows what no means. No means stop whatever you're doing. And so he's going to be done doing the sticking the paw out. Or you just say kennel and you reinforce that kennel command, and then he stays in there. And now, okay, good boy. Comes out. We love on him, and I don't know if you could tell, but he's kind of in a bad mood. And so what we're gonna do, because he's impulsive, he doesn't like doing things that he doesn't want to do. So okay, good boy. Give him some treats. Love on him a little bit. Back in the kennel. Okay, or not okay. Kennel. He said screw you. So kennel. Come on. Good boy. Leave him in there for a little bit. Kind of walk off, do other things, make some noise, whatever. Oh, and this stuff will help with anxiety too. He has kennel anxiety. He likes to whine and scream in the kennel. And so having this kennel open and letting it kind of be like a be calm area. Like you go in there whenever I want you to be calm. And so that'll help with anxiety and all that sort of thing. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good. And so the reason we're giving the treats is because this is kind of stressful. This isn't something that a dog normally wants to do. Hush, buddy. This isn't something that a dog normally wants to do. And so you let him out and you give him treats and stuff, kind of make it a positive. It's kind of a negative thing for the dog. The dog doesn't really like it. But some dogs, they need to have this sort of thing. Like these really impulsive dogs, you need to have a way to kind of make them go off and stay in one area sometimes. Just because, you know, you're kind of doing other things and maybe they're getting in the way, maybe they're barking, maybe they're scaring people, you know, whatever. And so you have to have some sort of way to kind of to kind of have some control over that and kind of make that stop. Okay. Come on, buddy. And you never shock whenever you say okay. Even if the dog doesn't come out whenever you say okay, you absolutely do not ever shock whenever you say okay. You only do that for bad behaviors. And whenever you say okay and he doesn't come, he's hesitating, but you want him to see the okay as something positive. And so you do whatever you can to entice them to come out, and then you give them treats or whatever whenever they do come out, and you reinforce it. Let them know that, hey, that's a good thing. Okay means that you're free. You get to come out and do whatever you want. So I think we're at a place now where I can probably take this e-collar off, because I've been working with him for, probably about 15 minutes, counting the time that I've had this camera out. So I'll take that e-collar off, and then we'll start kind of training without that collar. And then I can just say the word no, or I can walk over to him and use my body language to correct him, whatever. This dog's super perceptive. I really don't ever have to touch him. He's really, really good. So he should be able to do this. Kennel? No. Come here, Kennel. Good. And see, the word no, means a lot to him. He's a really sensitive dog. So you tell him that you're not happy with him. Here you go. You tell him that you're not happy with him by saying the word no, and he takes that really, really personal. So that's good. It's good that he does it. And so no is a trigger word for him. So if you tell him to do something and he doesn't do it, you say no, and then re-say whatever you're doing, because the no has become a correction. The no is the same thing as that collar right now. It means the exact same thing. And so it's better to be able to have that word no as a trigger word and use that as your correction, rather than have that negative kind of e-collar thing. It's just a lot better for the dog. Okay, come on. Come here, sit. Oh, you're so smart. Lie down. No, lie down. See what I mean? Sit. No, sit. Max, no, sit. Good. No, sit. Good. Had to use a little bit of body language there. And the way that I was using the body language in that scenario, it wasn't really a correction. The no was a correction, but then I saw that he didn't know exactly what I meant. He knows that the word no is a correction, but he doesn't always know exactly what I'm correcting, so you gotta kind of know and then kind of use your body language to kind of get him up into the position, and then you reinforce that behavior. And then he's like, okay, that's what he meant. Kennel? Good dog. He almost hesitated there just for a second. No. Good boy. No. And see, he knows what I mean. No e-collar. I'll show you. If you can't tell, I'll show you that the e-collar's off. E-collar's off. Come here, Max. Come here. Get over here. The only collar he's got on is this one. Just a regular old collar. Just a regular collar. So if you do that e-collar training right with a dog that needs it, if you do it with a dog that doesn't need it, then you're going to have issues. But he's a dog that needs it. And he doesn't need it. For most scenarios, this dog doesn't need it. But for stuff like this, especially like the impulse control, he needs it. Good boy. Good boy, Kennel. Good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. Get one for being in there. And see how I gave him that treat, and he still stayed in there, even though I gave him a treat. Usually the treat means that we're done doing whatever we're doing. But I never told him, I never said okay. And see, he's smart, he's smart, hey, no, Kennel. So that first time I said the word okay, but I wasn't talking to him, and he was smart enough to know that. So you say the word okay, he doesn't know what you mean. Max, okay. Okay. You gotta use a little voice inflection. Okay. Oh, still. Max, okay. Good. Good. And I kind of squatted down behind the camera a little bit. Just a little bit. It's more of that squatting down thing. Come here. Come here. Down. That squatting down thing that's how dogs play bow. And so it's kind of a way, it's like a greeting almost, and it makes the dog want to come to you. Good. And so that's one of the things that I use whenever a dog doesn't want to come, like if he hesitates and I say okay and he doesn't listen. That's one of the things that I use. And it's just a way to kind of, hey, it's okay, you're allowed to come to me, that sort of thing. All right, you're a good boy. One more time, then we'll be done. Kennel. Nope. Okay. Good boy. Okay, come on. Good boy. Good boy. All right, that'll be the end of this video. I'll see y'all later.